Hello and welcome back to Crackpot Sports. Big news in baseball is that Juan Soto turned down a 15-year contract worth $440 million. That's hard to believe that someone could turn down $440 million. But he did. Of course, now all the fan bases are going crazy. A lot of people think he'll probably go to the Dodgers or one of the New York teams. But the Padre fans are excited because they're thinking, hey, we could get Juan Soto. We could trade for him. Now, I'm kind of on the fence on it. If that happens, I'm all for it. I mean, it's like, hey, it's Juan Soto. You put him with Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. That's a pretty good lineup. For a team that struggles to score runs, that would help. But are you going to give up Gore and Abrams? I think Abrams is going to be a star. They don't play him. Do they extend his contract? Again, he turned down $440 million. Are you going to give three players $120 million a season? That leaves you $80 million left for the rest of the team. You still have to sign Musgrove. Are they going to let Musgrove go? You trade Gore. Who's pitching next year? You'd have Darvish, Blake Snell, maybe Nick Martinez if he doesn't opt out of the contract. So it's a scary thing to do. My practical side says, no, don't do the trade because you can't afford him. Now, he still has 2.5 years under his contract. You could roll the dice saying, hey, we want to win a World Series. I mean, I'm 60. I'll be 60 here soon. I want a World Series before I go. Now, do you roll the dice and say, okay, we got 2.5 years to win a World Series with Juan Soto? Again, it's tough to trade for someone like that when he turned down that amount of money. I mean, what's Aaron Judge going to get? It's just crazy. Now, there's other things going on with the Padres. Trent Grisham, I don't know what's happened to him. Beginning of last season, I mean, this guy was a Gold Glove winner in 2020. 2021, he started out great. He got hurt his foot, and was never quite the same. I think he's not happy because last season when he came back from the injury, he was struggling. They talked about putting Tatis in the outfield. They actually put Tatis in the outfield, taking playing time away from him. This guy used to come up to bat, laughing, joking with the umpire, joking with the catcher. This guy never smiles anymore. Watch him. Watch any game he plays. He never smiles. He just has that frown on his face the whole time. I think he just needs a change of scenery. I just don't think he's going to make. He's made some bonehead plays in the outfield. I mean, terrible plays in the outfield. They just are costing the Padres runs, and they can't afford it. They can't afford to give up any runs because they struggle to score. I think Trent Grisham needs a change of scenery. I just think he's done in San Diego. Then you have the Eric Hosmer situation. This guy, he's not the same player he was a couple years ago. He's a liability on defense. He makes bonehead plays on defense. Again, it's like the Trent Grisham situation. You can't keep making mistakes that cost runs. But with Eric Hosmer, he could opt out after this season. I don't think he will. And it's a pretty crappy way to do it, but I think you just cut his playing time. I think you have to cut his playing time and hope that he opts out of his contract because he is not the same player he was. He has very little power anymore. He's just not a productive player. So he's not helping you at the plate. And he started out great. April, he was on fire. If we could get that Eric Hosmer, just put him at DH. In fact, I would not play Eric Hosmer in the field anymore. He'd be strictly a DH for me and not starting every day. That's just what I believe. And going to Musgrove, I really think the Padres have to sign him. If they don't, he's going to be a Dodger. And he's going to come back and haunt us year after year after year. He's the ace of the staff. He's a hometown boy. He threw the only no-hitter in Padre history. We have to keep Joe Musgrove. That's all I got. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm out. Bye, everybody.